But let's take a look at how tribalism plays out today, both in real life and in mainstream media.
Out of all the tribes in SA, which tribes are the worst to date?
Zulu men.
A bunch of liars. And let's move.
Were you basing this thing on like being a tribe of some sort? Because, for example, Mina, I'm Tswana, I'm married to a Xhosa man, I live in KZN. So I may not be fluent in all these languages, right? But if you have a chat with me in Zulu, I'll be able to understand you.
I thought money could fix everything, because that's who I stay hitting on, the rich tribe. In provinces where the tribes are typically homogeneous, there's far less tribalism because everybody practices the same traditions and customs. They speak the same languages and abide by the same tribal guiding principles. For example, in KZN, most people belong to the Zulu tribe. In the Eastern and Western Capes, most of them belong to the Xhosa tribe. In the Free State, most of the people cheat. They cheat death by living so long. Those never-aging Sotus. But then you start going into provinces that are a little more multi-tribal and find cities like Joburg, where there's a large mix. And that's where the problems start. Inkathazo, inkinga, mathada. Language barriers, preconceived notions of other tribes, stereotypes, and all that good stuff start to take front and center. And I feel like it's the stereotypes that do some of the real damage. I mean, in situations omjolo, how often does it happen where guy meets girl, guy tells girl that he's Zulu, and girl is like, no, sorry, can't do it. Zulu guys are too controlling or arrogant, and they're all taxi drivers. Which is not true, by the way. I've got like 13 Zulu friends and only 11 are. The other 2 are Q marshals. Inversely, how often does it happen where girl meets guy, and girl tells guy that she's Xhosa, and guy's like, no, sorry, can't do it. Xhosa girls are gold diggers, lies, and they love sex. Wait, they love sex, eh? You know, let's just do it. In the South African community, where tribe is an important factor in picking a potential suitor, perpetuated stereotypes cause a warped understanding of how different tribes operate, as well as the common traits shared. Language is typically the quickest identifier of which tribe you belong to, and perhaps also the biggest barrier when it comes to certain social interactions. It's even at a point now where South African academics are urging institutions of higher learning to implement a national framework designed to develop and strengthen scholarship, teaching, and learning in all the country's 11 official languages. Again, this is why I want to be part of the rich tribe. Everyone understands money. Honestly though, I wish that most interactions were how they were portrayed in multilingual South African drama shows.
Whatever. Oh, great. That's so good. It helps that we got going on this campaign as soon as the ink was dry in the contract.
I prefer to go and get a
Oh, yeah. Unsabe befonile. Was she a message? I'll call her back and find out how far along they are.
Nationally preoccupied lately. Fella, kilabaka Gcinuhlanga.
Oh, sure. Similar.
As the proverbial saying goes, blood is thicker than water. But what blood? Whose blood? When we cannot see past our cultural differences to recognize each other as people. The journey towards African unity and black pride will not be smooth. While diversity will always remain, there is an urgent need to combat crime, xenophobia, tribal cruelty, and gang violence. Perhaps Africans should consider adopting a universal language. Something like Swahili or Mani, yeah, no? No. Local citizens. We should be able to welcome other Africans for tourism at least. Also for socio-economic development, political support, and maybe even citizenship. Because at the end of the day, as Africans, there is more that unites us than divides us. Because guys, either we unite or us as Sotus, Pedis, Pulanas, we're going to take all of the Leratos, Mpos, and Palisas, especially the Xhosa ones, because those are the ones we want. I'm kidding. To stand divided is to throw in the towel. We cannot give up. The separatist ideal is literally what apartheid and white nationalism is founded on. Foundations that are our duty to destroy. This is Black Twitter. Goodbye.